All right, so time to start talking the method to my madness. So you've seen a lot of videos that depict different emotional states, right? That was deliberate. So the thing about a therapist is not that the therapist tells you what to do. A therapist listens and asks probing questions. So when you don't have a therapist, what do? Because I definitely have some trauma. And more than a few signs have set off red flags for me. Because self-analysis, especially when you're in the situation as it is extraordinarily difficult, unreliable, and biased. So what I had to do was I had to become my own therapist. So I started venting to myself the same way I would to a therapist, and then I started asking questions. I started exploring things like, how would I treat me if I was a patient? And that's kind of what led me through this journey is, yeah, there's a lot more videos than any of you have seen. I've had weekly, if not daily sessions with myself. True story. But in order to get over something, you have to be willing to face it. Now, on top of self-therapy, and again, I have a lot of videos that you guys have not and will not see, but I did show some of the highlights, and I tried to show them on a regular basis so that you can see what the stages are going through self-therapy, diagnosis, following different procedures, because I know the books. I know what you should do in this situation, that situation, and why. That's why you choose this one over that one, as far as solutions, right? But ultimately, to be your own therapist, you have to listen to yourself. And then you have to make choices based on what you hear yourself say. And you have to put yourself in the shoes of both the psychologist and yourself. So that's what I've been doing. And I know it sounds complicated, but then again, I'm autistic. I'm a complicated mind. Always have been, and I've always been obsessed with psychology. Y'all have no idea how deep I've gone with this. Or how deep I've gone with meditation, psychology, in so many different ways. But when you have nobody else to help you, you help yourself. And when you have nobody to talk to, you talk to the world. Are you starting to tie in some of the old videos? Everything I do is with purpose. And I knew I needed to face my trauma openly, honestly, candidly. And just bravely. I have a lot of flaws. But not as many as people think I have. Nor as many as people say I have. And I was able to realistically look at a situation for what it was. What was my contribution, what was not my contribution, throw the gaslighting or referential, like the repetitive, oh, this is why, and so on and so forth. Like, I had to take out bias, and I had to face things honestly. All my faults, all their faults, all the successes on either side. I had to take in motivation from every story, and I had to go through a lifetime of it. I did that in 6 months. And granted, I did have some time before that to go through these, but until this last year and until the most recent catalyst, I haven't had any reason to face these traumas that I've been repressing very successfully. I mean, I had slippages here and there, but for the most part, I was wearing the mask and I was very fluent with it. And so here I am, candidly telling you what I've been doing for a while and tying everything together. And I'm healed. My batteries are recharged. This thing right here, it's actually a gift from my cousin years and years ago. True story. I was a teenager. Not joking. And I still have this necklace. But I only wear it when I'm feeling confident. And that's why you haven't seen it in any of the videos for a very long time. And that was a promise I made to myself when I was approximately 23 to 24 years old. But my 20s, there's a lot of time missing in a lot of ways. Like, I know the stories, it's just, there was a very long period of several years where I would live 15 minutes at a time. So, this is me doing the confessional, telling you what I've been going through and why. Good night.